Hey everybody, Ron here with Solo Operative Games. Today we are at the table and we are playing Merchant's Cove, not Coast, Merchant's Cove, and we will be playing a solo matchup. I will be playing the Alchemist against the Peddler. If you want to know how to set up the board and how to play, check out my previous video that'll be linked to the playlist in the description below. But I'm going to go ahead and explain the Alchemist real quick. She has this cool 3D decanter here that holds her marbles. And at the beginning of the game, we'll go ahead and seed that, just randomly placing, I believe it's 8 in here. Now, these marbles come of 5 colors, the 4 main colors, red, green, blue, and yellow, but also black, which are ichor, and they're wild. So how she works is she's going to be taking actions that take these marbles ingredients out of the decanter and into cauldrons, and then she's going to go and brew the cauldrons, which will create her potions and elixirs. If she uses the black ingredients, they're going to come over here as waste product into the name of this here, toxic waste cauldron. And we've got the ichor ingredients and the ichor extract, which are these other 4 things. And by opening these up, I will unlock my guild contracts or sponsorships there. So let's talk about all of her action spaces. So the first one, top right, common to all players, is recruit townsfolk. So going there, I'll get to recruit one of the cards here. I will pay the cost from the bottom, do the action in the yellow box, and then put them as part of my staff in one of these 4 slots. That's pretty easy. Now the second action here is to activate the staff. For every townsfolk that I have hired in one of the slots, I can do one of those 4 actions. The far right one is remove a corruption card. This one is brew from 2 cauldrons, which I'll explain how to brew in a minute. This one is take a ingredient from anywhere and put it in another cauldron. So I could take it out of the decanter or out of the, one of the cauldrons and move it to another cauldron. And then the last one is take 2 ingredients and put them back in the bag. Now, if I look at this, can I take those out of the decanter? No, so this one you have to take from a cauldron. Return up to 2 ingredients from any cauldrons to the alchemy bag. The forager, there's not a lot of difference in these icons, but it says take 1 ingredient either from the decanter or any cauldron and place it in a vacant cauldron space. So I think they should have had a different icon here, with one that says this has to be from a cauldron, this can be from the decanter if you want. But that's how you do the staff action. That's always 2 time to do that. Now let's get into the kind of her specific stuff. So I've got 3 action spots here to work with the decanter. Depending on which one I go to, I then declare a color of marble. And let's say in this case, I would probably declare blue. I'm going to take out this blue marble, and and I can take them in either order, either side. The blacks are wild, so maybe that was probably not the best idea, because let's put this back how it was. I would like these green ones to line up in a row, so I'm better to take this one first, because it qualifies as a blue, and then take these. And that sets up a green for the next round. Now I've got all these 5 marbles. I need to place them in the cauldrons below, and I can put them however I want. And you'll see when we brew them what this is actually going to do. Well, let's say I do that. If I ever have 3 ichor in the same pot, or that can be ingredients or this guy, the pot will explode and I lose everything. So it's basically just don't put 3 black in the same spot. What happens to that house? Because there's a thing here. Yeah, put 3 things in there. If a brewing cauldron is ever completely filled with ichor, it explodes. Immediately place all ichor ingredients from the exploded brewing cauldron into the toxic waste cauldron. So the extract would stay, but the ichor ingredients would all move over into the toxic cauldron. Okay, and you notice there's, then I would refill, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I have other sections, and what that means is I just have to pick a different row. So this one is the second row. This one only takes one time, but it's also a corruption to start from the third row. And so you just pick one of those rows, declare the color, take everything of that color, and put it in a cauldron below. If you can't fit something that you take, if it's a color ingredient, it goes back in the bag. If it's a ichor ingredient, it goes in the toxic waste cauldron. So make sure you're careful about selecting what you do. All right, the main action then she has here is to brew. It's only one time, and you're gonna brew all the pots that you choose to. Now the recipes are down here in the bottom. If I brew any of the same 2 ingredients, I get a small potion of that color. So I could take, and remember the ichor can serve as a wild only if there's another color in that thing. So this can't be a red, yellow, green. It has to be a blue because that's all that's in here. But if there was a red here, I could make a red potion or a blue potion by brewing that. And this one could only make a blue. This one can't make anything. So I would just take off 2 here. The ichor goes into the toxic waste. The blue one goes back in the bag. And I get a small blue potion, which I put out on my stand. All right. And I can brew this one as well to get another one. And that's the brew action. So you can brew all 4 if you want to. The other ingredients here, let's put a few back here. Is if you have at least 2 of the same color, then you can take all 3 marbles out of the bag and get a large ingredient aware of that color, large elixir. So if I have it like this, that is technically 2 reds and a blue or 2 blues and a red. So I could take a large red or a large blue. If I had it like this, ooh, marbles rolling around. I can only take a large red for doing that. And again, the red would go in the bag, the blacks would go over in here. And then the final recipe here is any 3 marbles, doesn't matter. They could be black, red, any color that you want. You just take all of them off, again, ichor into the toxic waste, the colored ones into the bag, and that will move your ichor extract down into that cauldron. It doesn't matter. It's not like if I'm using a red marble, I have to use the red extract. I can take and this one is fine. So when I do that, I'm going to want to look at the guild halls and figure out which one is more valuable to have a sponsorship in. So that's pretty much the brew action and all the recipes. Remember, don't ever get 3 ichor in the same pot or you lose it all. Now, when you're filling up this toxic waste, you fill it from the bottom to the top, but anytime you fill one of the top 3 locations, you take corruption. So that's the primary source of corruption for the alchemist, is by using too many ichor in her potions. She gets a lot of toxic waste, and that makes her corrupt. However, there is an action here that she can take for one time to take all of the ichor out of the toxic waste cauldron and put it back in the bag. So that serves 2 purposes. 1, it prevents you from getting corruption. 2, it puts these wild ingredients back into the bag so that you can get them into the decanter. And that is it. That is all her actions. So she's actually very simple to run. It's just a little bit of a puzzle on what order you take these marbles in, so that you can maximize what you create. And you're looking for specific colors based on maybe what the boats show you do. So with that, that's the end of the teach. Let's go ahead and start a game. So I've got the board all set up just as we had in the teaching game, where again, we're using the locals and the mercenaries as our townsfolks. We're using the criminals as our rogue. We've got 4 in the bag, 2 in the lair, 1 in each guild hall. We've got the peddler set up, and our corruption card is shuffled. Cards are shuffled. So we are good to go. Let's get started. I'll go ahead and refill this initial set of 8 marbles here. You're supposed to not really like try and coax the marbles down to a specific track, but wow, that lined up pretty well. I'm using a lot of ichor here. Okay, so she's ready to go. She always starts on the staff action, since you can't do that first. It makes sense to be there, and you can never do the same action twice in a row. So let's start. The peddler is first. We do need to do the arrival phase, so we need to fill these boats. Oh, we already got a rogue out here. Remember, the criminal rogues, all they do is take up space on the boats, and if they end up in their lair, then you're going to get negative points for corruption. Since it starts with 2 in there, each corruption is minus 2 points at the end of the game. Well, so corruption's not too bad right now. It's okay to be a little corrupt. Okay, we got a ton of warriors, and that's expected because remember the warriors and the bards have more meeples in the bag here, and we just happen to be getting a ton of warriors and bards. Even more warriors, wow. So we really want to try and get red goods for this round, and just so happens I'm going to be able to take 5 red marbles right in the first action here, so great. Here we go. Peddler's first turn, he's going to take 2 yellow and 2 green small goods right off the bat. That's a little cheap. There's no way I could produce 4 goods first round, but he has done so. Cost him 2 time to do so, and that is his turn. Slide those over. Oh, we forgot to put his 4 meeples down here. What did he get? He has 2 bards, a wizard, and a rogue, if you can't see the colors there. Okay, so my turn. I will definitely go ahead and brew the bottom row, and I will select red as my color. So I get all of these, basically, that are going to fall down this slot. Okay, and I think getting out a sponsorship really early could be nice, but I don't know which color to get yet, right? Because there. There's a few yellow symbols here, so maybe the yellow would be a decent one to get. There's not a lot of yellow meeples out there, though. I think rogues, even though I want to produce a ton of red, I don't know. This is gonna be challenging. So let's go ahead and put these in here so I can try and get a large red good, and then I'll just go ahead and split these up, and we'll use them for whatever color we want later. Sorry, Mr. Wizard there. Okay, so that cost me 2 time, but I am now on top, so I get to go again. I get to refill. Okay, so not quite as good. We could go to the top and take 3 yellow, or we could go to the middle and just take 1 of each. So I think let's go ahead and what is this action specifically called? It's called, no, it says declare a color. Come on, give me a name of this. Take ingredients, it's called. That's all it's called. I thought it would be some fancy name, but I will go to the 3rd row and I'll take yellow. I want this green one to fall here, so I'll do these left ones first. And then let's go ahead and put a yellow here, a yellow here. Now let's get to 2 small yellows or a large yellow. I don't think I'm going to be selling yellows. I think yellow is what I want to get out as my sponsorship. So for that, I guess I could just put it like that. Okay. So that cost me 1 corruption. We are starting to get corrupt, and that's just a single icon there. And also 1 time due to the place of meeple, place in the boats, load the boats, that's what it's called. And we got a green. I could end up with some decent amount of green here, so maybe we want to load the small dock maybe with green. So let's put it in that guy there. Okay, and I need to reload or refill my decanter. Oh, lots of green. Sweet. That worked out well. All right, back to the peddler. Wow, he got a ×2 again, but luckily it's just score the yellow guild, so he's getting to get 2 points, so 1 for each action. So he is at 2, I'm at 0. Costs him 2 time. 1, 2, and he will load the boats. He has a green, so he's looking to load a bard, and he's going to put him on the left side outside boat. So that's going here. So we've got good selection of bards here on the left side. So making large and small green goods, it will be a good thing to do. Okay, and it's back to me because I'm further back. I think I'm going to take these 4 green here. That will fill up my cauldrons, and then next time I can brew. So come back down to the bottom. We'll declare green as our color. Oh, come back. They're not easy to grab, especially one-handed here. So we'll put that one there. Oh my goodness. They're all going everywhere. Okay. So now my cauldrons are completely full. So that was actually a pretty decent job. Just 3 take ingredients actions, and we are filled in all our cauldrons. That took me 2 time to do. So 1, 2. Load the boats. All right, so we got another bard. Wow. Okay. I'm looking at the ability to make 2 large greens if I want to, or I can make some small greens. And remember, the greens, the large ones are worth 6, the small ones are worth 3. And he has 2 small goods, so I definitely want to park this boat over in the large good dock. That way he only can get 1 meeple out of those boats. That sounds like a good choice. Okay, so that was my load the boats. These guys go ahead and hop on out. Just had a long adventure. This warrior is just sick of these guys singing the entire way home. Finally, he's glad to be back into Merchant's Cove, where he can buy him some kind of nice something. Either a nice health elixir or a battle axe here, or a helmet. Okay, so we're back to the peddler's turn. And he is going to score the red guild hall 1 time, so he gets 1 point. Keep doing that, dude. I love that. It only cost him 1 time, so he's now on top of me, and he is going to load the boats. Again, he's looking for green meeples, and this one is going to the left side inner boat, which is now technically this one. Okay, so I would prefer to load this one with something non-green and put it here, so he doesn't get those. Okay, which means having a green sponsorship is going to be decent, because that's going to go up to 3. But I think I'm getting yellow sponsorship, which is a bummer. Okay, he gets to go again because he's on top, and he's taking a small blue good, 1 of them. He's getting a lot of goods. That's concerning. He's going to get a little bit of corruption. I don't know what that is. I'll just keep it face down. And here, we can put it up here so it's easier to kind of see. Got more room there, and 1 time there for doing that. Okay, back to me. Let's go ahead and do the brew action. So we're coming here, and we will, I think we want large greens. So this is a large green here. I can only make 2 large greens, that's all I have, but this is also a large green, so 2 green and a yellow. 1 will go over to the toxic waste. Okay, each of those is 18 points right now, so pretty nice. I don't see a point in producing yellow right now. There's just not a lot of nobles out there, so I think I'll use this to get a yellow or a sponsorship, and it doesn't have to be yellow. So I could actually just take the green sponsorship, which I think is a good plan. So again, this one here goes out there, and I can move this green sponsorship. Let's just put it here. It doesn't really matter where it goes. Oh, I guess it just goes straight down. That's fine. And now, do I want to take another sponsorship, or do I want a small red or a large red? I think we're going to get a lot of small reds meeples, so I think let's just take a small. So I leave that marble there. Put this one in here. I do get a corruption for doing that, but we did get a yellow icon there. Okay. I almost put them back in the wrong bag. Let those go in there. It cost me 1 time only to do that. And we came out with 2 goods and a sponsorship. So pretty decent turn. It's my turn again. I'm going to go ahead and scrub. I don't like getting too much corruption here. So we will take all of those and put them back in the bag. Okay. And now that cost me 1 turn as well. I need to load the boats. I got a green. Okay. I don't want to put anything there because that would give him small greens. So I'm going to put it on one of these. Let's go ahead and shove it here in the black, and the one that's likely to go to the black market. If he finishes that one, it'll go here, and then he'll have to sell. Well, no, he's going to sell all his small greens here, so they're not going to do anything over there. Actually, I would like these to not dock. I want them to come to the guild hall for my green icon. Okay, So I've done that. Back to him. He is going to get a townsfolk. Oh, I haven't even gotten a townsfolk. I didn't think about that. Oh, he's going to get 2 townsfolk. All right. So he's looking at the left outside guy. So he's going to take this one. And now he has a green symbol. Okay. And that's going to refill, and he's immediately going to take this one. So he's now got some yellow symbols there. And that means he's going to recruit, or he's going to grab 4 meeples out of his bag here. And that completely filled up his track. And all of those are sponsorships for him. So that's not good either. Although the rogues are good to be down there because they just take up spots for him. Okay, that cost him 2 time. 1, 2. He will load the boats. He's looking for a blue meeple. Here's one, and he will put it on left outside. Yeah, so left outside would be this one. And that's actually the one I wanted him to send into the middle. Because that will force him to sell this blue good. But right now it's only for base price. And his green one as well. Cool. All right, so these guys are left out at sea. They will go to their guild hall. There we go. And the left side of the board is done. Okay, we're going back to my actions. Slide those down. I've got a fresh set here. Do I want any of these guys? Looking for green symbols. There's none. I could get this guy, which would be 2 red symbols. It's 4 points right now. And it would remove a corruption, but then cause a corruption. Having more large blue or large yellow goods right now is probably not really worth it. Yeah, I think I want this guy. He's 4 points. So let's do that. So we'll go to, well, actually, do I want to get 4 reds and just get some extra stuff out this turn? Because we're getting close. The next person to go is going to do 2 load the boats, and they might be able to dock at least one of those. Yeah, oh, I can, yeah, what I'll do is I'll come here. That'll give me a corruption and a time, and next turn I can take this one and remove 3 corruption if it's still there. I think that's a good plan. So we'll declare red. And it doesn't really matter what order I take these in, because it's just taking all of them. Okay, where do I want to put these? Definitely want to put, I could get 3 small red goods if I do this. And he doesn't have any small reds, so if I can dock this one in here, that's 3 warriors there. Okay, that's a good plan. Okay guys, I went to grab the marble bag and I dropped it and all the marbles went rolling over. So I think I've got everything back to how it was. It might be a little bit different, but everything should be the right amounts. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so let's draw some of these. There. Come on, marble. Oh, need one more. Setting up good for a good blue ingredient grab. Okay, so that was my turn. I need to draw a corruption, and I need to pay 1 time for that. Okay, I get to go again, which is great because I will get to draw those 2 meeples and control which boats come in. That's great. I wanted to recruit townsfolk, right? Yes. So I'll take this lady here. She's going to remove 3 corruption. And those will go to the bottom of the deck. And then I'll slot her under the, I think I like the one where it's just move ingredients around as the number 1 there. And then that recruit, she cost me 1 time and 1 corruption. I'm just gonna slide over. So I've got a red symbol there, okay. 1 time. Load 2 meeples in boats. I got oh, there's a bard. I want him to come here. So let's put this, oh no, that'll dock. Oh, I wanted this one to come here, but if I put him in there to also come here, then that one will dock, so I can't do that. So let's put it here. So hopefully one of those 2 will dock. So either way, I'm kind of covered. We want that middle one to come to shore. Oh, I got a warrior. So let's put that one Ooh, I think I go there. It's risky. I might have to do some selling in the black market, but that's okay. Oh yeah, we do not want this guy to go to the middle. Maybe we change this. If I come here and I sell it here, then he has to sell to the black market because that's the only place yellow meeples would be unless he fills one in there. Yeah, I don't like giving him control. So let's come here and we'll sell these guys to the black market. Not exactly what I wanted, but I think it's a lot of this game is not just what you want, but preventing what the other players want. Okay, so we only need maybe one, maybe two meeples, and we'll be done with the loading the boats for this phase. It is now the peddler's turn, and wow, he's going to score another guild hall. That's what, 3 this time? Maybe he gets a 0. We'll see. No, he got a 2. So this has 3 and he's going to 2 times. That's 6 gold for him. That's a big turn. At 2 time, 1, 2, and so he loads 2 boats. Looking for blue, he doesn't have any. Looking for green, he has 1. And that is going to go on the right side inner boat. So that's this one right now. And he's going to do it again. He's going to grab the yellow one, and that will go there. Oh, that's even better, because it's going to make red worth a lot, which I wanted. Green is okay, but then the yellow he's going to have to sell here for base price. Okay. And then these, the red and the green, which I wanted to come here. So yeah, things worked out pretty well for me. I'm happy how those boats came in. Okay, that is, he already charged his time, so yeah, it's back to my turn. This doesn't need to move because it's right there, but I'm going to get only 2 more hours remaining. So if I go and get ingredients, I will not be able to brew. So I better brew right now to do that, yeah. Because activating this lady will cost 2 time. I mean, I could go to the top one and get another red ingredient. Do I have another? I do. No, I'm brewing 3 of these. That's all I have. I only have 3. So I could go to the top and declare blue. That's not really worth it. Is getting another sponsorship out? Maybe a red sponsorship is nice. That's worth 3, but selling is worth 9. Huh, yeah. Because if I do come here, what am I going to do on my last action? I could scrub, but I only got 2 marbles. Oh, I could set up blue for next round. Let's do that. Okay, so we'll brew here for 1 time, and we're going to take 3 small red goods. Those will go in the toxic waste. Red back in the bag. Let's not drop this and have anything explode again. And there we go. 3 small reds. And oh, come on, stay up there. I have to tip them over so you guys can see what I have. If they're on the standees, you can't see them. Okay. Yep, that is my 1 time, so that comes here, and I get another turn. And I will go ahead and go here and declare blue as my color. So 1, 2, come on, blue marble. Come on, blue. 3 and 4. We'll definitely put 1 in here. And I think we'll go set up for a large blue there, right? No, we could, well, that already is a large blue if we put something else in there. Let's split them up. I think that's better. Okay, fill my decanter again. So that cost me 2 time, 1, 2. I don't load the boats because there's no more boats to load. But my turn, my round 1 is over. Peddler still gets 1 more turn. He's gonna score the blue guild hall. Wow, that's all 4 blue guild hall scorings. And he's only gonna do it once though, so he got 1 point there. He's at 10. I'm at zip. Cost him 1 time, which means he'll go first next round, and that the end of the production phase. So the first thing we do is we go ahead and sell, and we do it in turn order. He is in first place here. So does he have any large goods to sell? He does not. I have 2 large greens goods to sell. They're each worth 6, and their base price times 3 bards, so that's 18, $36. Those are some expensive elixirs. Okay. And that's all the large goods, so we'll move to the middle dock. He definitely will sell these yellow goods. They're a base price of 4 times 1 noble, so he gets 8 there. Okay. Then he's also got 2 small greens, base price of 3 times 2, so 6 each, so 12 total. They come to 30. And then he's got 1 small blue for 4. So his round 1 is 34. My small, I've got 3 red potions times 3. Oh, they have a base price of 3. 3 meeples there, so 9 times 3 is 27 for those 3. 63, I think. That's, you gotta math there because we're getting big numbers here. But 30 plus 20 and so yeah, 63. Yes. Okay. So we're beating him quite handily. We still have sponsorships to count here, but that's all the goods sold. So nobody will go to the black market. His sponsorships, the only one he gets to count is red. So 3 points for him. That worked out really well, guys. And for us, we have green, so we get 5. We're up to 68. Okay, we're beating him pretty nice. We have 1 corruption, he has none, so, oh no, he has 1. So we're in the cleanup phase. So we'll move the first rat backwards. Marketplace is still at 10, all the stack goes at 12. The rightmost townsperson goes away. Nobody wanted to work with them or hire them. So they're like, I'm getting out of here. Lots of blue symbols available if anyone wants it. But there's only 1 wizard here. Now all the boats go back out to sea. All these meeples go back out on an adventure. And the peddler will shuffle his deck. Okay, so what do you guys think of round 1? It's fairly easy. You saw there's only a few actions. This game is not a heavy game. I think the nature of it being asymmetrical, where everyone's playing at their own game, makes it maybe a challenge to teach. So it's a difficult teach to teach everybody, but it's not a challenge to play, right? Because I don't have to worry about what the other people are doing to generate the ingredients. I might want to look kind of what color they're generating or possibly generating, how much corruption they have, what symbols they're going for. But other than that, I don't really care about their engine, how their board works. So it's not like Root where it's really critical to understand every other faction. In this game, it's understand your own and understand how to do this manipulation here and here, where the strategy comes in. So yeah, I think it's fairly simple, but it's fairly fun. Okay, so for the arrival phase, we'll go ahead and fill up these boats again. See if we're all warriors and bards again, or if we get anything else coming through. Because I'm set up to make a lot of blue, so I could stand for a lot of wizards to come home to this trip. Oh, that's a good sign. Got wizards on both sides. Oh, another wizard and a bard. And lastly, oh, another wizard and bard. Okay, so this is kind of a high quality round here. Lots of rare meeples coming home from their adventure. We do need to give him 1 more because he's got only 3. He picked a bard, or I mean a noble. Okay, he was furthest back, so he's on top, which means he gets to go first. And he will flip these. And he is going to recruit 1 time. Left side closest to the center. So this guy, it's the guy I wanted. Oh well, actually no, I'd run out of that guy probably. And so he's getting a fair number of symbols, meaning his end game scoring could get quite high. But luckily they're red, yellow, and blue, which I don't really care about. His green one there is a little troubling. So we recruited, he's gonna draw 2 meeples to go with that. And That's going to cost him only 1 time to do it. Back to me. Let's see what guy comes out. Ooh, that guy's pretty nice too. Another red symbol, which is decent, and it gives me a red good. My brewing right now is not the greatest shape because I don't have any long runs of ingredients. Taking green from the top is probably a decent idea. There are a few green meeples, but we really want a blue, a small blue probably. And we have pretty much what we need for that. So I think this guy might be worth it this turn, but I think the red is worth it. I want this guy for symbols. I think we're going to recruit quite a lot this turn. So let's come up here and recruit this guy here. He's going to remove our corruption. And let's slot him down in the brewing slot. This is brew any 2 cauldrons. So we can get some of those blue made without going to this space. That cost me 2 time to do. These are going to refill, and I need to load the boats. I got a noble. Ooh, okay. Where do I want to put this guy? I have 1 yellow symbol, so maybe I'd like him to come to his guild hall. He's got 2 symbols though, so that's probably not going to help me. It's going to give him more points than it does me. So yeah, this is always the challenge when you've got like not a lot to go for. I'm just going to go ahead and put him over here in the middle. Yeah, that sounds fine. Okay, and that was my turn, so we'll go to him again. He's going to take 0 small red goods. That's always a good thing to see him do. And he has no ingredients here, so that means he selects a rogue if possible, and he does have a rogue. If he doesn't, he would just draw a random one out of the bag. And that one is going to the right side inner boat, this one. And he's going to take another action. Draw a 0 again, dude. That's what I'd like to see. Oh, he did get a 1. Okay, so small blue and small red. Just 1 time it costs him a corruption, so he's got 2 there, and a time. Okay, now since he only has 2 ingredients, or 2 goods, he will go up onto the clock watch and take corruption if that comes to that next turn. For us, we could activate our staff, or we could go get something out of the cauldron. There are a few more nobles out here now, so making something yellow might not be bad. Also, just getting another tag, maybe the red sponsorship would be a good idea. So let's come here to the bottom one. I'll declare yellow as my color. So that will take that one and that one, and we'll go ahead and put them in there. Okay, I need 2 more marbles out of here. Okay, if we took red, then we set ourselves up for green. So that's not too bad. That cost me 2 time. 1. Now I had a choice. Do I want to load the boats, or do I want to get corruption and have more opportunity to work? I think I'd rather, well, at this point, yeah, I think I want to be in control of the boats. So I will go ahead and skip over the extra space there. All right, so I got a bard, and I might be making green. Probably not. So I'd prefer he go here. So that means I need to put him in the middle. If you want someone to come to the guild hall with the peddler, you usually put them in the middle boats, because they're going to fill up the left and right boats first before they fill the middle. Okay, back to the peddler. He's going to recruit, which is going to fill up this track and lose some corruption. So that was a good thing for him to do. He's doing it once, and he's taking the right side outer, so this one. Oh, corruption for you, dude. You sure you wanted to do that? I guess he did. That slips over, and now we can fill. So he only takes 1 meeple out. The other one is going to take one of his corruption away. Okay. I'm going to check the rules real quick to see if the peddler's allowed to have more than 4 townsfolk. I think he is, but I just wanted to make sure. It doesn't say. It's not on there. So I assume there's, oh yeah, it says there is no limit to the number of townsfolk he can recruit. Okay, so he can recruit more if he wants to. That did cost him 2 time to do, and since he only has 2 goods, he'll come up here and then down, which means he'll get a corruption, and he'll skip the load the boats. And now he's on top, so he goes again. It's hard to grab these off this board. That's maybe my only complaint, but he's getting 1 large red good here. Big red axe, and that'll take him 1 time to do. Cool, our turn. Okay, I don't think we're ready to brew yet, but I think coming here, I could take this red marble out, and then all the greens will then be aligned. So let's go ahead and do our activate staff, right, like that. Okay, so I gotta take 1 ingredient. I can take it from any of the cauldrons or the decanter, and I'll take this red right here and put it there. Now I'm going to brew 2 cauldrons. So I will go ahead and do the small blue here and a small blue here. Okay, I need to refill just 1 marble. And that cost me 2 time. 2, I gotta load the boats. And we got another blue, which is great. We wanted that, and we want to see it on in the middle dock. So I think loading it here will be okay, because if he gets something here, he will put it there. If he takes that boat in. If he takes this boat in, he'll come here and we'll have 3 blues. So I think we're setting ourselves up pretty well there. We might even be able to add another wizard over there to come in. Okay, so that was my turn. It's up to him now. Looks like he is going for small greens. We'll see how many times he does it. He's doing it 2. Wow, 2 small greens. That's fine with me. There's not a lot of bards out here that are heading to the middle dock. Cool. Costs him 2 time. He's going to load the boats. He does not have a green meeple. He does have a red, so he'll take this warrior. And that one is going to the right side inner boat. So they're coming down here. So small red's a little bit valuable. He does have 1 of those, but that's okay. We got at least 1 magician there, wizard. Well, I'm going to call him magician for the rest of the game, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we can hopefully sell these 2 more to join him. That will make his more expensive, but yeah, you can do that by placing 1 here and selling the rest over here, so you can take the big payout, because he'll always sell when he can, and he won't wait for the black market, even if it's worth more to him. But we can't do that because these guys are going to have to go here. Okay, let's see, did he pay for his time? He did, so it's my turn again. I want to definitely get the green marbles out of here, and then I probably want to brew 1 more time. So that's, 3 time. I think we'll be okay to do it because I can load the boats and then we'll have time. Okay, so we will come over here to the bottom and declare green. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And where do we want to put these? I guess we could get 2 sponsorships, because green goods are not really valuable here. But I could grab a large green for next time, or just have these split up so I can do other things with them. Oh, come back. Let's do this so when we brew, we can actually make use of it. Okay, so that's me. I need to fill up my decanter again. Whoa, a lot of red just came out. And pay for it 2 times. I've got the 2 adventure icon there, so we'll take 2 load the boat actions. We have a, where do I want to put him? I think we'll place him here. I just want to spread out the yellows because I don't have any yellow goods, so I'd like to make them as worthless as possible. And the other one is a green. He has small green, so I definitely don't want to put them on this dock. I could bring somebody here, which might force this one to come in. I don't want it over there. Yeah, let's do that. Now, if he's able to load this boat, I'm screwed because that one will not go into the dock. Okay, so back to the peddler. He's going to score the yellow Guildhall once, so 1 point for him. He's up to 38. Costs him 2 times, and he's going to load the boats twice. He has a blue, and then that blue will go on the right side outer boat. I guess I could have looked at this and known that he was going to look for the outer, and that would have been the one he picked if he had to get left side, but that's fine. And then he does 1 more time. He doesn't have any yellow goods, so he'll put a rogue out. Again, in the right side outer boat. Okay. So if there aren't enough blue meeples in the middle, I could come to the black market and sell for double. Okay, but these do come to their haul. Another green, which is great. Blue, which is getting a little worrisome. He's got 3 there. And then the yellow, which he's also got 2. So, okay. That's the end of his action. So I get one more. I could technically take 2 times. So I could do that trick again where I brew, just get on top of him and then do another thing to set up for next round. Although I might want to start clearing out the cauldron. So I'll definitely brew first. I want to clear the cauldron first. Maybe I want to clear the cauldron first, so I just don't get any corruption. Okay, so that took me 1 time, and then now I'll do brew. This one will become a sponsorship. Move down. This one will become a large. Do I want to just do a small green? Because I could count this green and this ichor as a small green, and next time I'm set up to do that again. Yeah, let's do that. Because green, there are 2 there, but I think we're just setting up for next round. What's green worth? 6, that would be $12. No, I think it's better to do a large green. Let's go ahead and sell it for 12. Okay, and then this one will become a sponsorship as well. Oh, this could be a large green too. The yellow sponsorship's worth 2 right now. This is worth 12. Oh, all right, it's a large green. I convinced myself. Yeah, and I didn't get much ichor in that round, which is even better. Okay. So that's my turn. It took 1 time, so I am done. I do to load the boats 2 more times, but I'm only going to be able to do it once, but I'm in control now. So let's draw a wizard. Oh, yeah. So let's put him here. That is really nice because otherwise those 2 would have come here and scored him mega points. So there's some good and bad of this. It made his red helmet worth a little bit more, but there's only so much you can do to prevent him from scoring. You can't have a perfect boat every time. So another warrior, another bard, and another noble. Okay, so that's my turn done. He still has 1 more turn here, and he's going to take a large yellow good, which is okay. He's doing it once, so 1 big yellow sword. 2 time for him, so I'm going to be able to go to first in the next round, which is great. And that's the end of the round 2 production phase. So we'll go to the market phase. I will go first here. Selling large goods, I've got 2 green elixirs that are worth 6 for their base price times 2, so that's 12.24. Let's go 4 is 72 plus 20 is 92. There we go. That's all the large goods I'd like to sell. He will sell this red one for 6 and this yellow one for 8 for a total of 14. So that would be 52. I'm doing pretty good against him. All right, we'll move into the middle. I will score both of these. They have the base price of 4 times 4 is 16, so each is 16, 32 points for those. That was worth it. So that puts me at 124. Red gems for 100 points. Okay. And then his small, his 4 times 4, this will be 16. So that's 68. And then his red is worth 9. So that would be 77. And his small greens will not sell in either market. Great. Okay, that's the end of that phase. Let's do guild sponsorships. He has 2 yellow times 3, so that's 6 points for him. 83. And I have a red and a green, so I get 7, 4 is 11. Was I in 23 or 24? I don't know. It was kind of in the middle. So I'll just go backwards. You guys can fix it or tell me if I should have another point. But 23 plus 11 is 34. Okay, we're ahead of him handily right now. I think we should have no problem winning this game. Let's do cleanup phase. So we'll start by doing the rat. That is all good. This guy goes away. Boats go back out. And these will go back on an adventure. Okay, he's gonna reshuffle his deck. And I think that is it. Okay. Ready for the arrival phase. Oops. These cards being brand new, they're a little bit slippery. Not easy to shuffle. We'll do the boats first. So we do not want to see a lot of bards since he's already got 2 goods here. And we didn't see any bards so far. I think if you had multiple players, this would go a lot faster because I could just put them by the boats and somebody else could fit them in a little slot. Okay, we did not want to see the bards in. We only ended up with 2. That is just great. Happy about that. Give him 1 more, so he has 4. Okay. I get to start here. And what do I want to do? I would like to get another townsfolk. And looking, I think red goods are going to be pretty popular. Still no green symbols here. Let's go up and recruit a townsfolk. We'll get this guy here. So it cost me 1 time and 1 corruption, but I'll get a small red. And I'm going to put him... I mean, we're doing so good with corruption. Maybe I'm not going to need that. So I just don't know why you'd ever want to put things back in the bag. I guess if you're about to explode or something, I don't know. It's more just to take up the slot. I'm going to get a corruption, so let's put him on here. So I get 1 corruption, and those slide over, and it costs me 1 time. I can immediately load the boats. And I get a rogue. Oh, okay, interesting. I would like to dock him, not to bring him down here. Well, actually, he's got more corruption than I do, so maybe I do want to bring him down into the lair. So let's put him... I think here. Maybe want him to come to the black market with this green meeple so that he would have to sell to the black market. Okay, I need to refill here. There's a green one. She's worth a lot of points. And my turn is done. Yes, because I took this guy, right? Yeah. The guy that was in this slot anyway. Okay. Peddler's turn. He's going to recruit 0 times. Great. Costs him 1 time. He'll load the boats. He does not have any green good or green meeples, so he'll place a rogue. And he's looking at the right side outer. Okay, well, this one, that one's going to dock. So the black market is not very lucrative. It's kind of a waste to go there right now, but if I can encourage him to sell those gloves there, I should. Okay. Back to, he gets to go again. Okay, and 1 blue and 1 red. It's hard when he has a lot of different type of goods because I can't manipulate as much. So right now I'm looking to get yellow small goods, I guess. Make them more valuable than the other ones. That cost him 1 time only. And he's done. My turn. I could activate my people, or I could go get some more marbles. I could get 3 red in the middle row or 3 red in the top row. Yeah, if I took the red here, that sets up a bigger red later, so maybe I do this one. The problem is brewing twice. It would kind of be a waste. All right, so I will go ahead and let's go to, I think, I don't know. Let's do the middle slot. No, we're going to do the top slot. And I'll declare red. That's the only color that's there. Okay, so I ended up with 3. That's the problem with rolling ingredients, is they roll. Do we want to make red goods? I think small red might still be worth it, so let's go ahead and set up for small red. And 2 of these. No, I'll just go like there. Okay. And you cannot brew the same cauldron twice, so if I put here, I couldn't take, say that one's red and do a small red and then another small red. You have to brew each cauldron up to 1 time. But I could brew a small red and then next time when I brew, get a small red out of there as well. So maybe that is a good thing to do. Let's do that. Okay, refill my decanter. Oh, that is horrible. They're all different. But I do play 1 time and 1 corruption for that. Okay. Now I think we're in a good spot to go ahead and do our staff. So I'll go ahead and delete a corruption. I need to take something out of the thing. And if I want to line them up a little bit better, maybe this red. Yeah, okay. And I'll put it there. Okay, so that's these 2. Now I got to brew 2 cauldrons. So I'm going to go ahead and brew, do I do 2 large reds? I don't know, there's just not a lot over there. I think the small reds might be more beneficial. So we will take this one as a small red and this one as a small red. So now I have 3, I have all my small red goods basically out now. Green one come out. Ah, not the greatest. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, 2 time for that. Do I want to get corrupt? Yeah, that's probably fine. No, I want to control the boats. Controlling the boats is too important to me, so we'll go here. I got a green. He has 2 greens, so I did not want this guy to go too small, so let's focus him over here. Okay, yep, sounds great. Peddler's turn. He is going to take another green good. Ha! He's going to try and get 2, but he can't. He can only take 1 as there's only 1 available. That's brilliant. Okay, and 2 time for him. He has more, so he'll skip corruption and do load the boats instead. He has no green, no red. He does have a blue. And this is going to the left side inner. Oh, wow. That is a blue boat for you right there. I might want to dock that one in large blue, just so he doesn't get 3 times multiplier for that guy. And he's going again. I don't have control of that. He's scoring the red guild twice. Wow, 8 points for him. He's going from 83 to 91. Okay. And 2 time, 1, 2. He's going to load the boats again. He does not have any of those colors. He does not have a rogue, so he takes a random one. That's blue, and he's putting it on left side inner. Oh, wow. He just loaded this boat with 4. That is crazy. That's going to end up giving him 16 points for that one little... Those are some nice boots. Epic boots right there. Okay, so I need to definitely get some more red guys here, because I can't sell a black market for 1 apiece. I need more reds here, so I have to load that boats. Meaning I want to probably take a double time and then a something so I can get this double here. Or I could do a single and then a double, or a single and then a double. I don't know. But yeah, that's the end of his turn. Yes, our turn. Okay, sponsorships, I think we're happy with the ones we got. We want to get 1 more townsperson before the end of the game, and green is worth the most, so we probably want that one. And 2 time is good, so we'll go ahead and do that. So I will recruit and take her. She gives me a small green good. Oh, the small blue good would be worth a lot more money, though. That's 16 points. Yeah, that's better than getting 7. So we'll do this. Okay. So small blue. Right there. And the cost of that is 2 time. 1, 2. I'm going to load the boats. Get red, get red, get red, get red, get red. It's blue. Well, I do have a blue, so that's going to cancel out. Any blue I put, yeah. So let's encourage this one so I can have a better chance of merging it in. If we just get 1 warrior out of these next 2, we can bring that boat in. Okay, that's fine. So I get to go again. Do I want to do staff? Or do I want to... yeah, if I did staff, I couldn't brew anything, really. Because this doesn't have a color. And if I brew this one, it's a small red. So I think I need to take more marbles. I could try and make some more small blues before the end of the game if I went here. So let's do that. Take these 2 blue marbles and we'll put them right here and here. That cost me 1 time and a corruption. Okay, need to refill. And I get to load 2 boats. Come on, warriors. Nope, bard. I want that to come... Well, I don't have any green symbols for endgame scoring, and he has 1, so maybe I don't want this guy to go there. So let's put this into here. That will make a red and yellow, which I have 4 of. He only has 2, so I think that's good. These guys will get out, and these guys will go home. Okay, and my second one, come on, warrior, come on, warrior. Huh, yellow. Okay, well, I think I'd rather put him here just to get the double. He's got 1. That's fine. All right, so I'll come here. There's a lot of wizards looking for small goods. Blue and green. Okay, so we're done loading the boats for the rest of the game. That is it. But we still get to, let's see, the market phase is going to come back 1. And it'll be the Peddler's turn. He's likely going to be his last turn, as long as it takes him 2 times to score the green hull. Are you kidding me? Wow, you got the right card there. Oh, and it's only oh, he scores it 0 times. Hallelujah. Yeah, you just missed out on 8 points, dude. But it only cost him 1 time, so he's going to come here and we'll get another turn. There are no green goods for you, dude. Sorry. So he's only going to get a yellow good, which is only worth $4. So pretty decent, and that'll cost him 1 time. His game is over. For me, I've got one last action. I think brewing is the one I want to do, but I think I want to do it with my my crew. The only other thing maybe that might be worth more is recruiting a townsfolk. I could replace this corruption with a green symbol, so I would go from 3, minus 1 point, because that's minus 2. So this is positive 1 up to 8. So it's only a 7-point swing. A large green would be good, but I think brewing is going to get me more because of so many wizards there. So we'll do activate staff, and we'll remove 1 corruption card. So that's worth 2 victory points. That's good. We can take something out of our cauldron. I'm not at any danger of hitting corruption. Like normally, I guess I would use this guy to remove this and put it back in the bag, I guess. And then I can take something out of here. I guess it's not a big deal. So we'll take this red one down for that, and then we can brew twice. I'm just going to do 2 small blue goods, right? Yeah. All right, it was a day of small potions. And that cost me 2 times. So that is the end of the 3rd round as far as production. Now we'll go to the final market phase. He gets to go first. There's no large goods. We just skip all these guys. In the middle, the greens do not sell. So the blue, that one will sell for 4 times 5 is 20 points for that one. So he goes to 111. Then he's got this red, which will sell for 6, puts him at 117. Then he's got this yellow, which sells for 4, that's 121. And his other green will not sell until the black market. So mine, each of my little potions is selling for 20, so that's 60 points right there. Oh man, that puts me at 194. And then all my reds will sell for 6. So that's another 18. So 212. Okay, I'm done. So we'll go to the black market. He sells all these for 3. So that's 9. Almost lapped him. He's at 130. Okay, he does get a corruption though, because he sold to the black market. That's all the goods, so look at sponsorships. He's got 2 yellows times 4, so that's 8. 38. I've got a red and a green, so that's 5 plus 8 is 13. 25. And now we will go into endgame scoring. So we'll flip all of his corruption. So he's got some extra symbols here. That green one's pretty nice. The blue one's, yeah, it's +1. So his corruption actually is going to be positive for him. So we'll score the reds first. He has no red symbols. I have 3. I don't look at the sponsorships anymore. It's just the endgame, the ones with a circle around them. So again, 3 times 5 is 15 for me. That puts me at 140 or 240. We'll look at the greens. There's 8 here. I have no green symbols. He has 1, so he gets 8. 46. For the wizards, he's got 3 times 3 is 9. 55. I have 1 blue, so I just get 3. And then the nobles, he has 2 symbols. Oh, I missed these. Hold on, I'll go back and give those to him. 2 times 4 is 8. 63. and I have 1 times 4. Sorry, there's a glare actually right here where these things are. So he gets another round of green, which is 8, another round of blue, so he's 11 more points. 74. Okay, that should be all of his symbols and mine. I've got 1, 2 corruption, so it's minus 4 points. 243 is my final score. And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 corruption. It's 14 points. So he's going back to 60. So final score, 243 for me, 160 for the peddler. So quite handily beat him. I thought I would. I've played this, now this is my 3rd game. So I've kind of got the hang of how to manipulate the boats and the guild halls to the best of my advantage, where my goods are selling for premium, his are selling for base price. It was interesting, we only had 2 rogues here, so that means that corruption was not a big deal, so maybe I should have been fine taking more corruption to get better actions, but I think it worked out. Let me know what you guys thought about that. I think the next game we will move on to the blacksmith, and we've got a few things we can modify. We're gonna definitely play with a different rogue, so we'll move to one of the other rogues, probably just pick one at random. And we can move to the sailors, to put some sailors in here. Maybe we'll just use all 3 decks, so we'll still have the locals and the mercenaries, but put the sailors in as well. He has a harder deck, like an expert deck, that just replaces 4 of his cards. It removes some time symbols, it increases some of these multipliers, and gives them some bigger goods instead of smaller goods. Let's not move up to that yet, because I will be brand new with the blacksmith. I haven't played a practice game with him yet. I probably will, just so I know all the rules and get them down and don't make any mistakes on video. Let's just go with putting the sailors in and using a different rogue for next game. And we'll see if we can win on the blacksmith. Alchemist, as far as review, she's okay. There's a lot of RNG when it comes to the marbles. You saw those first few turns, I was getting like 4 and 5 marbles. That's kind of rare. Usually you're getting 2 or 3. But with those 5 marbles, I was able to get some sponsorships out, some really big goods that sell for a high price. But I think the strategy is definitely getting a few of these ichor extracts down early, because you can use them to craft potions really quickly. If you see like I did, where all these wizards came in and I need to generate blue goods fast, I only needed 2 blue marbles to get 40 points. You know, it was not too difficult to just take 2 blue marbles out. I didn't really care with the marbles here. I'd always recommend getting 4 townspeople. They're just the multipliers that you can get is critical there. And once you get a 3 or 4 of them out, this action to activate staff is pretty powerful, because for 2 time, I'm doing almost what I could do for 3 or maybe even 4, you know? So you're saving a lot of time by activating your staff, having them work for you instead of you working for yourself. I don't know that I will ever come up onto this corruption icon, unless the boats are already in my favor, but controlling the boats is such a huge critical part of the game that taking a corruption and losing out on to do that, it's like you get double whammy there. So just for an extra hour to do something, I don't know. Cool. Again, thoughts on the peddler. He's really easy to run. He's only got 4 actions that you have to know how to, well, 5 if you count load the boats, and all of them are very quick, so you don't have to focus on him at all. You can really just worry about your own engine, your own little puzzle. And yeah, so I really like this game. It's definitely not, you know, like a hard, crunchy Euro. But there are some good strategy elements into it. RNG might be a little too high in the Alchemist, but I think he is a good beginner player for someone that's new to the game, or she is a good beginner player. And that's about it. So if you liked the episode, hit that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification bell so you know when I release new videos. And come back to the next one. We will try the blacksmith. And thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.